Why are we so obsessed with serial killers? Maybe it's because we can't quite imagine what it takes for an ordinary human brain to cross that line. Or maybe it's just the morbid curiosity that so many of us find hard to shake. Ed Gein didn't kill hundreds of people, but his story, one man on a farm and one deranged devotion to his mother, quietly changed horror forever. Because from that frozen little town in Wisconsin emerged the DNA for three of the most iconic killers in film history: Norman Bates, Leatherface, and Buffalo Bill. Let's get into it. Before Psycho, the horror genre focused more commonly around monsters. After Psycho, that monster could be your neighbor. Alfred Hitchcock's Norman Bates is Ed Gein's most direct cinematic descendant. Both were lonely men trapped in houses ruled by domineering mothers.
Only a mother could love you.
When Augusta Gein died in 1945, Ed couldn't let her go. He tried to dig her up, spoke to her grave, and later filled his home with pieces of women who reminded him of her. Hitchcock broke that psychology down into something disturbingly human. A man so consumed by guilt and isolation that he became his mother in death. See, it's not the stabbing alone in Psycho that unsettles us. It's watching a man lose the battle with his own mind. Norman Bates kills not out of pleasure, but because the part of him that's still his mother won't let him live any other way. And where Psycho explored the mind, the Texas Chainsaw Massacre ripped into the flesh. Leatherface is Gein's id, all impulse, no empathy. Like Gein, he lives far from civilization, isolated and unsocialized, and treats people more like livestock than actual human beings. Ed butchered bodies the way a farmer butchers pigs, making bowls from skulls and belts from skin. Leatherface takes that same grotesque practicality and turns it into a routine that can feel more like a slaughter line than a crime. His mask made of skin is Gein's woman suit taken to its extreme, humanity worn as clothing, trophies of control. And I think it hits because it feels primitive in a way, like the idea that civilization is only this thin layer and underneath we're all still animals. And it makes you question if deep down someone could be capable of wearing another person to survive. Then there's The Silence of the Lambs, which takes Gein's brutality but gives it a bit more logic. Buffalo Bill combines the helpless loneliness of Norman Bates with the grotesque craft of Leatherface, but he's smarter. His crimes are more planned out, his victims chosen, less impulsive. Unlike Gein, who killed in isolation, Bill could be your neighbor, the person watering their lawn while hiding something unthinkable. That sort of familiarity is what I think terrifies people. Like Gein, he's obsessed with transformation. Gein wanted to become his mother. Bill wants to become a woman. Both saw identity as something you could sew together from the outside in. And the tragedy is that their search for transformation ends in violence, turning a yearning for love into a horrific act of destruction. So why the hell do we keep watching? Why can't we look away from people like this? Because I think in some dark corner of our psyches, we recognize the emotions underneath the horror. Loneliness, shame, rejection, the need to be seen. We watch these killers not to admire them, but to remind ourselves where that line is, and to feel the chill of how thin that line might be. Ed Gein didn't just inspire horror movies, he redefined what horror is. The moment we realize the monster isn't out there in the dark, but it's somewhere deep inside the human condition. Hey, if you found this breakdown interesting, be sure to give us a like and subscribe, it really helps us out, and let us know in the comments which of these films got under your skin the most. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time on How It Hits.